Hello friends, in our previous lecture we have started with 10th chapter, that is trial balance, and I have given so much names to remember, which is debit balance, which is a credit balance, and also we have started the fourth sum. Now today we are going to complete the chapter. Only 3 sums are left, that is 5, 6 and 7. Okay, so now we are going for fifth sum. On page number 261, from the following balances of accounts, prepare trial balance of Sri Brij Mohan as on 31/3/60. Okay. So it is question number 5. Trial balance of Sri Brij Mohan. For that, debit balance is amount, credit balance is amount. Okay, now opening stock is a debit balance. So on debit side, opening stock 7,800. Freehold assets is asset, so it is having a debit balance. Freehold assets 15,000. Next, sundry debtors is also having debit balance, amount 6,000. Next, factory expense is also having, all the expenses are having debit balance, 800. Next, purchase of raw material, purchase of raw material 7,500. Then next, factory rent is also an expense, so on debit side 700. Next, discount allowed. See, allowed is an expense on debit side. If it is received, it is on credit side. So discount allowed 400. Then sundry creditors is having credit balance, so on credit side sundry creditors 2,000. Then bad debt reserve, as I said yesterday that any types of reserve will have credit balance. So bad debt reserve on credit side 150. Then commission paid is our expense, so on debit side all the paid are expense, all the receipts are our income 500. Office expense is also having a debit balance, office expense 750. Traveling expense is also expense, having debit balance 100. Then bank balance is our asset, so on debit side, and if it is a bank overdraft, we will be having credit balance. Then loan borrowed, if we are borrowing the loan, we have to give back, so it is liability. Liability means credit balance, and if we are giving the loan, then it is debit balance, it is our asset. But here we are borrowing, so it is a liability. Net sales is also having credit balance 33,000. Then plant machineries is our asset, so debit side plant machineries 4,500. Then wages are our expense, so on debit side 1,000. Carriage inward is also expense, so on debit side carriage inward 90 rupees. Then royalty is also our expense, so again on debit side 100. Then carriage outward, maybe carriage inward or maybe carriage outward, both are our expense, both are on debit side. Again 100. Capital is a credit balance, as in journal always capital we are crediting. Discount received is our income, so on credit side, discount received 360. Insurance is our expense, so on debit side, insurance 200. Commission received is our income, so on credit side 1500. Bad debts is a type of loss, so on debit side bad debts 150. Salary is also an expense, so on debit side salary 1000. Then legal expense is also expense, having debit balance, so on debit side 100. Cash balance is our asset, so on debit side cash balance 400. And office rent is also an expense, so on debit side 400. Now let's take the total. And as you know, total of both sides must be same. So let's take the total. I have written the amount wrong. I have to recheck it. Freehold assets, debtors are 6000, factory expense, purchase of raw material, then factory rent, then discount allowed, then creditors 2000, bad debt reserve 150, then commission paid 500, office expense 750, traveling expense 100, bank balance 420, loan borrowed 3000, net sales 33,000, plant machines 4500, wages 1000, carriage inward 90, royalty 100, carriage outward 100, capital 8000, then discount received 360, then insurance 200, commission received 1500, bad debts 150, salary 1000. Okay, by mistake legal expense is 100, but I am writing 900. Then okay, so now it's done. Okay, so once more, by mistake legal expense is 100 and I have written 1000. 7800, 15,000, 6,000, 800, 7,500, 700. 400, 500, 750, 100, 420, 4500, 1000, 90, 100, 100, 200, 150, 1000, 100, 400, 400, 48,010, 2000, 150, 3000, 33,000, 8,000, 360 and 1500, 48,010. Okay? Yes. Now friends, for the remaining two sums, somewhat new little thing. In sixth sum, Trial balance prepared by Vallabh. See, trial balance is ready. If any error lies in preparing modified trial balance. Now, there are two types of sum number 6 and sum number 7. In sum number 6, one extra thing that I said, that closing stock, if it is there, it is not having debit or it is not having credit balance, because it is a type of adjustment which is coming in final accounts. So it is to be excluded. Still, total of both sides, see, you can see it is same and including closing stock. So closing stock should not come. And if at all it is matching, then we are making some error. Now we have to prepare here modified trial balance considering all the things but excluding closing stock. And if there is a difference on any of the side, then we have to transfer that difference to suspense account. What is this suspense account actually? That whenever in the accounts we are committing any mistake and the trial balance is not same on both sides, then we can say that there is some error, accounting error, and temporarily we have to transfer that error to suspense account. It can be on debit side, it can be on credit side. And next, in sum number 7, they have prepared a trial balance by themselves, their total is not matching. See, in 6th sum they have made mistake in trial balance, but trial balance is matching, so the difference is transferred to suspense account. And here in sum number 7, the trial balance is not matching, so by making the proper trial balance, again a modified trial balance, it will tally. So their suspense account will not come. But we have to calculate the sum very normally, we don't have to think so much. Okay, so now we are going for sum number 6. Heading will be changed slightly, but what we have to think, that we are preparing the trial balance normally. So normally we will post all the entries and the heading will be modified trial balance of Shri Vallabh. Why modified? Because already a trial balance is given which is containing errors. And what is our work? To prepare the trial balance again to rectify that error. Okay. Opening stock will be on debit side, 6,000. Sales will be on credit side, 86,000. Sales return will be on debit side, 4,000. Wages salary will be on debit side as it is an expense, 31,000. Bills receivable is our asset, so on debit side, bills receivable, 8,000. Debtors are our assets, so again debit balance, 10,000. Rent is our expense, so again on debit side, 4,000. Cash is our asset, so again on debit side, 1,800. Creditors is our liability, so on credit side, having credit balance 7,900. Closing stock will not be recorded anywhere as it is a type of adjustment, so we have to exclude closing stock. Capital on credit side 61,000. Discount allowed is our expense, so on debit side discount allowed 1,500. Commission received is our income, so on credit side commission received 1,700. Fixed assets are our asset having debit balance, so on debit side fixed assets 61,000. Purchase goods are coming in, so debited on debit side 46,000. Purchase returns having credit balance, so on credit side purchase returns 3,000. Carriage inward and outward both are our expense, so both will be on debit side, but they are recorded on credit side. Carriage inward and carriage outward. 1600, 1700 both are our expense. Bills payable will be on credit side as it is a liability. 13,000. And last, interest paid is our expense. 4,000. No, sorry, 3,000. Now, friends, what you do? You have excluded one thing. So first, you will take the total. 6,000, 4,000, 31,000, 8,000, 10,000, 4,000, 1,800, 1,500, 61,000, 46,000, 1,600, 1,700 and 3,000. I am writing roughly 179,600 is the total of debit side. 86,000, 7,900, 61,000, 1,700, 3,000 and 13,000. Total of credit side is 172,600. Now friends, as I said, we have excluded one total thing. Closing stock is not recorded. Yesterday I said it is not having any type of balance, not a debit, not a credit. And also we have made so much errors that some of the entries were on debit and some of the entries were on credit. So due to that change, the total is changing. So it shows our accounting errors in our trial balance. So our trial balance is not telling. Now if we are taking the difference, 7,000 is the difference of credit side. So on credit side we will write suspense account 7,000 because due to accounting errors here there are errors in trial balance. So temporarily that error is transferred to account which is known as suspense account, and again now both are equal. Okay, so whenever you are preparing modified trial balance and if any of the account you are excluding, then your difference can come on credit side or debit side, and that difference is known as suspense account. Okay friends? Okay, so now we are going for seventh sum. So friends, last sum of this chapter. On page 262, trial balance of Sri Paresh Kumar on 31/3/16 shows a difference in total. Ascertain the errors and prepare a modified trial balance. Now again I will repeat. In sixth sum, trial balance was tally on both sides. Still there was an error. So the difference has transferred to suspense account. Now in this sum number 7, there is difference in trial balance, and again we will rectify and then difference will not come. Because already error is there, we will substitute that error. Okay? Yes. But see friends, in exams such a type of sums I will not ask. I will only ask simple types of sums. I will ask 10 accounts and you have to write it on debit and credit side, your total will match. But this is for our learning, okay? Why we are doing these sums? It is for our practice. We can simply consider this as a simple sum. Don't consider that totals are same or not, okay? Modified trial balance of Sri Paresh Kumar as on 31/3/16. Debit balance is amount, credit balance is amount. Okay, let's start. Capital is having a credit balance. Capital 66,000. Then stock of goods is having debit balance. Stock of goods 9,000. Then purchase is having debit balance, purchase 90,000. Then sales is having credit balance 96,000. Don't think in the book whether it is debit or credit. Okay, now new concept. Goods return debit and goods return credit. First of all, we should know what is this goods returns debit and credit. See friends, goods return debit means purchase returns. Why? There are two reasons. Goods are coming in through purchase and now they are returned, so debited goods are returned, so it is goods return debit. And in the same way, sales are credited and that credited sales goods are going out, so goods return credit, so it is a sales returns. Or in another way, in purchase we are getting debit note number, purchase returns we are getting debit note number, so this is goods return debit. And in sales return we are getting credit note number, so it is a sales return. But here what the error they have made, goods return debit means they are recording on debit side, but actually purchase returns are having credit balance. Because purchase is debit, purchase returns will be credit, and in the same way sales is credit, so sales return will be debit. So this goods return debit will be shown on credit side. Goods return debit, actually what does it mean? Purchase return. So you will write in your notebook also in the same way, purchase returns. You have to know this thing. Amount 1200. Always remember, goods return debit means purchase returns, and goods return credit, goods return credit means sales returns, and the amount 6,000. Okay, yes, sales are credit, sales returns are debit, purchase is debit, purchase returns is credit. Next, wages salary is our expense, so on debit side wages salary 11,400. Then advertisement expense, advertisement expense is our expense, so on debit side 2580. Then rent paid is also our expense, so on debit side rent paid 1800. Then bad debts is our loss, so again on debit side bad debts 1200. Then building is our asset, so on debit side building 42,600. Then creditors is our liability, so on credit side creditors 9,000. Then debtors are our assets, so on debit side debtors 8,400. Then general reserve, any type of reserve I said it is having a credit balance, so on credit side general reserve 5,400. Then income tax is an expense, so on debit side income tax 1,800. Then bank balance is our asset, so on debit side bank balance 2,820. Then dividend is our income, so on credit side dividend 5,000. Then commission received is our income, so on credit side commission received 10,000. Then last, bills receivable is our asset, so on debit side amount 15,000. Now taking the total 9,000, 90,000, 6,000, 11,400, 2,580, 1,800, 1,200, 42,600, 8,400, 1,800, 2,820 and 15,000. 1,92,600, 66,000, 96,000, 1,200, 9,000, 5,400, 5,000, 10,000. 1,92,600. So in short friends, I am telling, I will ask such question, such simple entries. I will not ask this modified trial balance. I need some simple things 10 things I will ask, and you have to attempt it on debit and credit side. So this chapter is over now. Now first semester course is totally completed today for accounts and for statistics. Now no further information is received from anywhere. So tomorrow onwards we will start for the second semester statistics. Fifth chapter of statistics tomorrow we will start. So that's all for today. Thank you so much.